Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. So it seems like I buggered up the Twitch chat again. Okay, that sucks. That sucks. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna try and... Yeah, it's not having it. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how the hell I actually got the Twitch chat to show up last time, because for some reason it just doesn't seem to want to work, which is kind of weird. So I'm gonna set up twice there. No, what I mean there just is that, welcome by the way, is like I want the actual chat to show up on this stream and I'm having it sent over to YouTube. It's not doing it for some reason. I don't know why. But well, welcome there, Proto. Good to have you. Let's get those damn cruisers at Talagi. That would indeed be nice. No, I mean, any adverts is worthwhile. I mean, I've never watched one personally. I don't really watch Twitch much because I'm usually busy, to be fair. I wonder if they're behind the picture. Oh well. Oh well. Hey, Layman. Yeah, seems to be something more common lately. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll take a look. Hope you destroy his cruisers at like just like mine got destroyed in my play by email Guadalcanal campaign. Oh man, that sucks. I don't know, it's going to be interesting. We are going to be moving the Kitabatai. They're going to be moving south of the Shortland, south of Buin. I don't know about that just there. Not too sure, my man. And the Buffalo Roam and... Deer and... I like how he has these like little things there. I don't know what they mean half of the time, but it's amusing nonetheless. Okay. Now, I am moving forces back to central China towards Hankow. The reason being we can't allow him to move into the Times 4 terrain of Hankow. Because it'd be great, we could defend against it, but I can't easily kick him out either, which is a problem. But we'll see, we'll be attacking the 17th Division in Pigu again today, which is nice. I don't reckon he did it accidentally. He knows what he's doing. It doesn't, it's not a bad idea to go ahead and go to Tulagi and bombard it, because he's hitting one of our agile air bases. He knows that we have assets there. He knows that we have aircraft operating out of there. So it's not a bad idea. It's just not particularly the best thing he can do against us, really. Okay. No night strikes? Yeah, I need to get that chat worked out. I don't know why it's not coming up. It's just a bit of a shame. Well, we are closing in, so if you also do something, then we would likely be in range. I don't think we'll see it again today, however. But we'll see. It doesn't look like we've not seen anything of the night, but who knows. Ooh. Dreams do come true. Ooh. Is that a Dutch sub or is it a British sub? Okay. I always forget the bloody difference between them. That was nice there, to not have it go boom boom. Right, he's finding bloody plane back. Ah, bloody course. And we do see more ships out there, but we may yet be able to attack. We might have an opportunity to attack now. Right, we are seeing more ships out there. Okay. I do have a heavy cruiser. I actually have 2 heavy cruisers moving to that area. And their associated destroyer escorts. Right, we are seeing subs out there too. Yep, you can see that we are hitting his subs out here too. He's patrolling around Ontong Java. Okay. So seeing quite a few missions being cancelled here due to poor weather. Ah, right, so we are attacking then. We have 12 G3M2s, we have 17 A6M2s escort in here. Now we are going in very low here, just on the turn he moves out. So that's always typical. Hey, didn't I, Connor? We've only just begun here. Well, we'll have to hope they make it through. We are going very low here. It's a shame that he pulled out today, but we'll see. We'll speed things up here. It's not looking good for us so far. Oof, no. No, we got kind of butchered there. Yeah, we came in very low here today because we expected him to be in the same location. Looks like it's backfired on us quite significantly there. Yeah, that backfired pretty bad. I mean, this is it. We came in at 200 feet to try and hit them out here. Bloody typical, isn't it, when he pulls out on that same day? Well, that sucks. That sucks. It's kind of annoying. I suppose it's not too bad. Just bloody typical, isn't it? The one time we actually do get a strike is when we try to go really low to try and get in there. Oh well. We'll have to see what the actual losses were. We can replace said losses, but it's right. Well, that's annoying though we have said losses. We should have hit him days ago. Multiple times, but hey. Right, Lily's here. At least we know he's running cap over them when they move out that way. But we'll have our heavy cruisers move to that area. So we've seen Hudson's over here, so he's attacking units here. He's trying to hit everything. I wonder if he's kind of using these as reconnaissance, to be honest. I reckon he's probably using these as reconnaissance, trying to figure out where our divisions are, what we have, and he'll know what we have here, likely. Okay. So we are seeing armored units there. We worked out that the... it looks like it's actually moving into Burma. Interesting. He might be actually trying to get it to move towards Prome. That's really rather intriguing. Right, okay. Moving into the air operations PM. We do see new ships moving into the area. The new ships are moving into the area. We will be able to engage them. I'm not going to have a repeat of a similar situation. Well, have a repeat of a similar situation. So our ships have actually arrived. Yeah, look at that. So the turn he leaves is the turn we arrive. But well. We'll go ahead and we'll deal with him. This is not going to go well, is it? Speed this up. I mean, this is the issue. Coming in so low, we're getting shot the hell up. Yeah. Ah, man. Boy, do I regret going low. Boy, do I regret going low. It's kind of annoying. We tried to use this strategy to deal with him in that hex there because we thought, well, we'll try going low this time, try and do anything we can. Right, so we do see HH-1s escorting some Hurricanes. We are attacking this force here, so we'll see. Yeah, not a good day for our aircraft today, but we are going here with a G4M1 strike. Attacking the light cruiser Ceres. Let's hope we get a torpedo in there. Come on. Hit but no explosion. Well, that's bloody typical, isn't it? That sums up the experience we've had over here. That's been a bloody joke, that. That's been a bloody joke. Well, okay. I guess it is what it is. We've learned a lesson. Do not go low. That cost us quite a few effing zeros. Oh, well. Really annoying. Yeah, but we should have had more. I mean, this is it. The reason why we went low was to try and hit him in those hexes he'd been in multiple times. Well, multiple days. It's just any sort of means to try and get the hit there. We lost quite a few zeros there, which is not good. It's not bad, it's just it annoys me because we should have been able to hit him days ago, but oh well. He's clearly using some mechanic that we need to actually look into and figure out how it works. We kind of think that it might have been because it was operating in single task forces, like single ship task forces, and for some reason it just wasn't targeting them properly. But oh well. Okay, we are attacking the 17th Indian Division again here today. I do have the 1st Tank Regiment involved in this engagement as well today. It doesn't quite work like that, just... We don't know when he's capping because we had no issues regarding a cap beforehand. Well, the Gloucesters have just been destroyed there, essentially. It looks like the 17th Indian Division is probably not far off now. If they don't go today, they'll probably go tomorrow. Yeah, we did, and they finally flew today when he pulled out, but as he pulled out today, he pulled out to actually have an escort as well out there. So they don't surrender today. We had them down at 200 feet. Well, we had them down really low as well, with the escort 2. Normally we'd come in at 8,000 feet, instead we came in much lower today, which is why he got the jump on us and he had the dive in. Which kinda sucks. Right, we destroyed the Gloucestershire. It kinda sounds a turn, to be honest. But ah well. We are attacking over here at Tillajab. Okay, let's hope this goes better. No, it's not an obvious cap trap, man. You can't say it's obvious in hindsight. I mean, we had all those days where we were attacking consistently with G3M2s on Naval Surge. We would have been taking, like, air-to-air losses. You would see that there was a cap. So I wouldn't say it's obvious. It's obvious now because he's moved them towards his air bases and he's put an actual cap over there. How you doing there, Vulcan? He moved his effing ships off the coast, and then we get jumped by a load of bloody... I'm not gonna moan about it. It's only a few fights, so we're gonna replace it. Just pees me off, really. See, I'm gonna have to ask him about a mechanic, because it's something that we need to understand, man. Ideally, we get a victory here today. We have 16 reconnaissance. In fairness, I suppose we were due to have some bad luck. Right, so we see another unit destroyed there. Oh, 2 units destroyed there, it seems. I'm hoping that it does collapse today here. 20th Infantry Regiment attacking there. He only has the actual Coastal Gun Battalion here. The airfield wasn't overloaded, we took them out. I don't think it was anything to do with the airfield being overloaded, because it wasn't. And there was an air HQ there as well. I just think there was some other mechanic going on there. An airfield overloaded, it reduces chance of aircraft flying, but it doesn't just completely cancel it. We've had aircraft flown from bases with much more than that. Right, 453 to 75. We do actually get Tillajab today. Ideally, we can take the aircraft out too. So they are, of course, going to retreat this way, of course, due to the fact we had a unit over here. But I thought it was worthwhile taking a base. Ideally, we do get the aircraft today. He's probably moved them out knowing our luck. But we can continue to chase them there. There's not much you can do about this. The good news is you can't actually extract them via aircraft now because we've taken the airbase. That's nice. They do surrender there, so that's at least one then. That's nice. And that was a Palembang force. Okay. Yes, so they retreat down there to the south. L-18 Lodestars. Well, we destroy 8 of them on the ground then. That's nice. That's not too bad at all, really. 2,320 casualties there. 4 destroyed, 20 disabled. Sorry, 40 destroyed, 2 disabled, 174 destroyed, 22 disabled, 59, 1, 71 there, 23. Not too bad. I'll take that. We are attacking the 58th Corps over here once again. We will be attacking here as well. We should have an attack here too. Right, 39th Division attacking, so they go down to 0 there. We should force them out to the Hex there. Yes, they do retreat, and they'll retreat into... Oh, they retreat down this way, okay. Yeah, we're not too far from where we want to be there. So, there we go, very light casualties. We do inflict another 75 scores destroyed, which is good news. So that is a weakened core now. Attacking over here with the 13th against the 37th. It was due to have reinforcements, but I thought it was worthwhile to continue this. I could have a division march this way, or... I do toy with the idea of actually having a division broken up into 3 here to hold this road. It's difficult for him to get to, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. Right, we have our shock attack across the river over here against the 12th Chinese Corps, the 85th Chinese Corps, as well as the 3rd Group Army. Now, the 85th there, they're going to be a problem, but we are going to likely succeed in this attack. 81, 1092 to 135. So we do send them retreating. Where are they retreating towards then? Where do they go? So they go this way. Okay, at least they're off the rail line now. So Defender was in movement mode. Leaders experience minus supply. So we had 202 casualties, 2 destroyed, 18 disabled. Yeah, we completely wiped the floor with him there. He had 200 squads destroyed, 49 disabled. So we'll have a division sent to deal with them then. That's good then. We have our deliberate attack over here then, 40th Division alongside the 1st Independent Mixed Brigade. Attacking the 7th Chinese Corps, the 84th Chinese Corps, and the 21st Group Army. The 21st Group Army is probably going to give them a hell of a lot more resistance capabilities due to the headquarters support. So yeah, he's going to continue to hold out here. We do have additional forces that can be sent that way, but we are grinding through him. Yeah, just got to reduce him, really. Right, attacking over here with the 17th Division and the 12th Independent Mixed Brigade. He's going to be somewhat surprised, I'd imagine, by the 17th Division. I mean, it could be out there, but I don't know. It depends if he was aware of it beforehand. So 522-51, we do send it retreating towards Jixian, which is this way. That's not bad at all then, really. So 141 casualties there. We inflict 2,570 there, so 61 destroyed, 8 destroyed, 9 destroyed, 1 destroyed there. So we'll be able to march onto the north here then. Well, march on towards Nanchang in this area then, which is good news for us. We are attacking Sabang here today then. We do have 2 infantry regiments, a mountain gun regiment, a cavalry regiment, and an engineer regiment. He does have a... that's a very interesting battalion there. It's actually fairly strong as far as it goes for Dutch forces. It's just a shame that it's really kind of overwhelmed here. Yeah, this will be good to take then. At least with the bank secured, whether it be this turn or whether it be next turn. So down to 0 fortifications. 170 there, 42. We do capture Sabang. Looks like his forces are going to retreat. Yep, okay. So they're going to march on the other side. We do have Major Rodan there. So we can continue the fight there. Yeah, so they move down there. 4-1 odds. So, 2 destroyed on our end, 27 disabled. We inflict 1,572 casualties there, 49 destroyed. And we do importantly take the base. Looks like there's no aircraft here, but it's good to have Sabang. We can actually make use of Sabang now. I am attacking this unit over here once again, the Medan Garrison, Medan Coastal Gun Battery, Battalion, and the Van Aran Garrison Battalion there. 94-22, so we do send them to retreat again. They're going to retreat onto the secondary roads now. I don't know if I'm going to actually follow them. I think I might just have our forces move back to oh, actually, no. That might still be on Major, but I'd have to double check. So we suffer 105 casualties. We inflict 643 there. Taking this base out here. Oops. Yeah, I am a bit salty about the bloody zeros. I am a bit salty about that. It's a shame that we didn't get the G4M1 to strike at the light cruiser, but he's going to have to recognize that we do have a capability now. But we do have our heavy cruisers in the area, so we'll send them to deal with it. Right, we take the base there. That's good news. Attacking the Makassar Garrison Battalion. The Makassar base force is gone there, so that's good news. So there's only the one force there left to attack, so that's great news then. Yeah, I'd say 10 casualties and that was a unit destroyed there. So we'll just have to attack again. I'll just keep attacking each turn now, because he's not got much left and he'll just surrender. So there we go, we have a turn. A bit of a shame regarding our zeros, but we do have zeros that we can replace it with. They'll probably not be replaced immediately because we do have priority elsewhere. But we'll see how bad it is in the light of day, I guess. I need to get that chat working as well. God, it's all going wrong. All going wrong. War's over. Capitulation tomorrow. I'm not too sure, obviously. I'm going to wait for it to load here, so we'll take a look. Now, ideally, Kitabatai is undetected still. That would be ideal. But we're another day into the war now. That means we're another day forward. We did knock out the Chinese cause. Took a few bases here today then, so we'll go ahead and take a look at how bad it was. I'm expecting it to be bad. That sucks. Yeah, 12 G3s and 10 A6. We did apparently wipe out 21 L18s though. I mean, I don't know how good they are, but I'd imagine that's worthwhile knocking out. We lost 6 key 43s as well. We knocked out 4 Hurricanes, yeah. Completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Worst casualties we've had for a while, actually. It's bloody typical, though, isn't it? In one turn. And he's there. But we do see AMCs, we do see 2 CLs there. We do have 2 strong forces out here, then, so we will be able to deal with that. It's annoying. I'm going to have to ask him about this, because I don't know why we were not able to attack. It should not have been this way. Should not have been that way. So, he's definitely used some mechanic there. Right, we're about 2 days out from a space here. Now, it's annoying. It is frankly annoying. But it's a game without rules, so this is it. I suppose you have to expect shite like this. But we do have control of this now. Ah, so we didn't arrive at Prome today then. So I must have told them to ride, yes, because the headquarters is following also. That's why then. Otherwise they would have arrived today. But that's not too bad then, I guess they'll arrive tomorrow. Yeah, that's not too bad. It is annoying, frankly. But we can replace said losses. It was good to see that we actually did get through here. It would have been nice to put a torpedo into the light cruiser, but he's clearly invested into this, so we do need to obviously take care of that. But I suppose this is it. We've not had a loss of zeros for quite some while now. Not ideal, though, frankly. Yeah, 12 missing in action today, 5 wounded in action, 11 killed in action. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at Kitabatai. Kitabatai is undetected? That's excellent news then. No, I suppose this is it. It's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Right, so we do see here, subs are still in the area, they're moving, these guys are moving southeast, we have these fellows over here moving east. Seen more out there. Yeah, I can imagine they're just... You bloody Flinchy. Okay, I did move out the Kitagami and Isakazi here today. They're going to head back to Japan to repair. I do have Hiei over here to truck, but I do need to get sent south. Okay. I don't think we've got Rebals at size 7 here today. Yeah, 99%. So we'll have size 7 tomorrow then, which is good news. We'll be able to move our engineers elsewhere then. We do have a 21st Air Division, Air Flotilla over here in position at long last, which is excellent news. So the good news is then, we are in a protected position out here at Nadzab. Yeah, I think what gets me about this is because he was sat here for so many days, and we were doing everything right. Tried multiple ways, and then the I don't know, I'm gonna stop moaning. Right. Should have been at Prome today, but I forgot I had told the 25th to follow the 18th, so they slowed to allow the 25th to catch up. It just means that we'll arrive there tomorrow. We do see there is moving these airfields. It's a very interesting ploy, but what I'll be able to do then is actually have the RF gun battalions moved up this way. Right, so Rangoon here, yep, has the garrison, which is good news. So there's first RTA here, 6 RTA then as well. These fellas can stay here to actually recover and rebuild, which is good. So they can actually act as a garrison that increases there. Yeah, me too there, Alka. Me too. I mean, it's up to him whether or not he tells us. But we saw them, I mean, this is it. We can take note of what happened there. He was operating in single ship task forces, so it seems to be something to do with that. Possibly so. Possibly so. And we've got to strike out on that one. Didn't get through because he's capping that. But this is it. We'll just have to recognize that. We'll obviously change our tactics. We changed them once and it just didn't work out as we wanted it to. Yeah, so that's reduced the numbers of zeros here, which is a bit of a bloody problem. They weren't the best pilots either, that's the problem. That's probably why we lost more than we should have there. Oh well. As others would say, compounded factors. So he's actually really trying to build up his forces here. I do have a division here now. I'm going to launch a deliberate attack against these men. He may yet make it out of his hex, but we need to really mass our forces here. Cannot simply allow him into the hex. I would have liked to have been able to move into this hex. It's actually interesting because he may... Well, he's going to cross that river. And... if he's got AV here, I don't think he would need to shock attack if he has more AV. He wouldn't shock attack, but would see about that. We have 15th Division marching back to Hankow. I have 24th Division here, which is good news. I can have 24th Division immediately sent to the north here. Oh, I hate when it does that. It's like some sort of weird bug there. Right, so march to the north. We should also have a brigade in here. Yes, we have the 61st Infantry Brigade, which can immediately begin marching out to the north, which is good. No, even because they're not in dock, they're not disbanded, so you can still attack them like that. Either way, it's not worth trying to guess the possible reasons. We'll just have to find out, really. Okay. This worries me somewhat, because if I do attack them, they'll retreat this way. What I might need to do is have a unit marched over here, actually. Or maybe one of the armored units sent back, but we'll see about that. I don't have to attack this unit now anyway. So what I'm going to do then is have the 41st Division march back to SunYan. I suppose it's one of those. I could have an armored unit march back here. They'd likely head this way. Yeah, probably so. I didn't agree. Well, it's working, isn't it? That's what we want now. Right, it's marching towards Kaifeng. The good news is I have the brigade here to Kaifeng. That's nice. So it looks like he's marching to the south then, so we'll march out to meet him. We do have a couple more brigades being sent down this way. I mean, these bases aren't undefended. I mean, there's... I challenge you to explain your answer there, sir. In what way are they wasted? Right, these fellows over here. 12, 10, 11, 17. We'll give them time to recover that. Yeah, they'll need to recover that. You like to be an ass, don't you, Grim? I say that in jest. Right, they did a good job. Excellent news. So if I take a look over here, then let's look at the roads. Yeah, so I need to march back to the major here. I could have one of the divisions march on this way to reinforce them, which is probably not a terribly bad idea. I could even potentially have both divisions do that, perhaps. We see those marching units over here. And he could be mad enough to try and march this way. It's not like he can't do it, it's just... I liked that hex. Wow, this is really laggy. Right, I think I'm going to have both of them march on here to this hex. I can march them in there. We can win that hex then with the two divisions actually add into our forces there. I can then have them move back to Changsha. Sorry, not to Changsha, back towards Hankow then, if needs be. Okay. So, we do have the forces of the 17th Division that won out there. That's very good. Now, we do have the ability to obviously move them to where they need to go, which is nice. Let's have a look and see what their fatigue and disruption is. Oh, well, yeah, so no disruption, very low fatigue, so that's excellent then. So, I do see a unit out here. What's the terrain here? Wooded. This will take some time. I don't know. I think as far as it goes with his use of ground forces, I can see why he does them, because it just makes the game quicker. And in fairness, he plays the Allied powers. I mean, what happens in these areas is, for the most part, already predetermined. But he's not daft. I think he's trying to lull us into false insecurity. And you can see that we move these forces here to the north. He's trying to move into this area here in strength. Obviously, we are going to stop that. But he's not daft. The good news is the rail line is now open again. Now, that should be secondary road down here, I think. Yes, it is. So it does make it far easier to work with. That's good. So we can have the 34th Division sent to deal with them. Now, if I take a look, I could march I do have the major road over here. So I'm going to march over there. But do I do that? That'd be about... I'm probably better off just counting that as about 5 days march back to SunYan. That's about 4 days and then it's on the major. It might be just worthwhile marching back to SunYan, really. Issue SunYan's in it. SunYan's kind of awful. We should have, like, this trail here. I mean, it's not bad because it's 10 miles an hour. Sorry, an hour. 10 miles a day, but it's just, yeah. I kind of wish there was a major road there. Would have been nice. So it's really nice to move, like, between here. But not this part here. That sucks. I might as well march back to SunYan. We can at least get back onto the rail line then. In the mountains. Whoops. Man, the game's really laggy here today. I don't know what's causing that. That's strange. It does not like the, it does not like it with the roads on. Try and turn them off. I'm going to save the game, actually, because it's been really weirdly laggy. There we go. How you doing there, Manosphere? Good to have you, my man. Alright, save that there. Yeah. Definitely. It's usually not as bad. Right, so 35th can march back to SunYan. Right, they're going to march here to deal with them. Now, they're going to be highly disrupted. He's going to have, I think there's about 180, maybe 200 AV in that unit. There's roughly 1,800 potentially here. Maybe about 2,000 in this area, something like that. I'm going to attack this unit. We're going to drive on over this way. Got the 9 armoured cars moving that way. I should actually have a tank regiment here today. I think he bombed out here, didn't he? Where's that tank regiment? There's only 35,000 here, and you've got to bear in mind we have destroyed them multiple times, so they're completely broken. There's 2 units over here. We might be in a good position to take that hex, which would be really good. That's the end of the major road there. That'd be excellent for us to take. We are resting our forces here, so they've had another day's rest, so that fatigue and disruption's decreasing quite nicely. 11th Division's looking great. They are looking good. It might be potentially that we have another day's rest here to make sure they are fully rested before we do march on. He'll likely be rested as well. But, this is it. He's going to be a pretty bad state. He's got a lot more to recover than we have. I do have additional headquarters moving north, which is good. Should help us to actually be able to bring them back up to scratch pretty quick. Still mountains. So we have rough terrain here. There is mountain here, mountain, wooded rough. But the thing is, wooded rough and mountain, so it's ×3. So if we win in ×3, it doesn't really matter if it's a mountain or a wooded rough hex. It's like ×3 is ×3. Obviously there's difficulties there. Okay, so I do have these forces here. Let's see. Now, if I attack this unit, but I'd need to have a tank unit here to make sure he doesn't move onto the road there. So obviously that would be quite problematic. Wouldn't be the end of the world, but it'd make things harder for us. He'd probably retreat towards Yunnan. So he'd probably retreat here, to be honest. I'd have a unit in that hex. I'd like to try and force him to move into like a position like here. But we'll deal with this in time. What I'll do is just move units here to block the hexes I want and need. And then we don't have anything going wrong then. Right, so we do have the 27th Division here. They can march onto Xi'an. There we go. Yeah, we'll be crossing the hex and moving to Xi'an then afterwards. That's good news. So I do have 26th Division, which is going to take some time to march down this way, but it'll eventually arrive. Moving towards this unit here. Moving along the roads here then. Okay. So what is the L18 Lodestar then? Oh, so it's Dutch, okay. So I suppose it was doomed, which is why I was using it, but it's still nice to take out a few of them. Yes, we do have a hex here now. Yeah, not much in the way of damage, but there's no industry to speak of here, so it's not that amazing, really. I do have my units of SLF closing in here. Okay. Right, so fatigue and disruption is going to cause us to have to rest here. And the good news is, though, of course, I can actually rest in the base. Actually rest and recover, because we have a supply here. It looks like he had high detection here. Oh, we have high detection, sorry. But that's good. We took out a number of actual aircraft here today. 18 bombers here, 9 auxiliaries. Interesting. See a number of ships there. 916, so numbers remaining about right there. He's moving additional, maybe more supply, and I'm not too sure. Has aircraft out here at Rockhampton. Okay. Currently don't have sight on any allied ships down this way, which is fine by me. So we're not too far out now from our destination, which is Port Moresby, so we're 13 hexes away. Darwin's a size 3 airfield. I mean, this is it. We'll come back for Darwin in the future. What I'd like to do is obviously bombard that. We'll look to reduce Darwin in the future, but obviously we have other pressing concerns right now. Let's see. So he's not over here at Sudagao either. That's really intriguing. Seen a number of ships around here. The AP is nice to see. He's been keeping them here. Okay. I'm surprised we haven't found where his concentration is as of yet. Maybe it is at Kilgore. I don't know. It could be down to Davao. Yeah, he's definitely likely to try and do something like that. Issue is, it's going to be difficult for him. And we do have G4 M1s over here. And obviously if he heads out this way, we can kill him in the south. If he heads this way, he could be killed. The only way he'd have out would be this way, and even this way we'll have detection. So we have the Marcus Island, H6K Falls. So, obviously I want to try and stop it from getting out there. I do have my warships essentially waiting over here, so we have the 4 DDs in port, we have a CL and 2 DDs. What I'm looking towards doing is wait until we can see him move out, and then I'll send the DDs, or light cruise and DDs, to go ahead and intercept. When I can get the ability to have an escort, I might go ahead and start naval bombing. Okay. Yeah, but town's essentially ruined. We are closing in. 21st is recovering nicely. You've got a hard-on for Darwin, haven't you, Jess? You've got an actual hard-on for Darwin. Look, man, we're going to come for Darwin, we're just not going to do it yet. He can use it, but the thing is, it's one airbase. The issue is, yes, they can be dangerous, but the thing is, well, we'll have cap as well. But we are going to reduce Darwin. I do intend to take it in the future, obviously to deny it to him. It's not worth holding on to, really, because eventually he would be able to mass enough forces to take it. Doesn't mean that there's not value in it for that time, but it's not something that we can hold on to, really. How are we looking here today? Yeah, I hate the fact that he got the VP from that. Oh well, we're still doing still doing good. Still doing good. Yeah, I suppose 10 isn't that bad, really. The G3s, we have plenty in the pool, which, I mean, it sucks, don't get me wrong, we got caught out on a poor foot in there. Key 43s, I suppose, was to be expected there. How you doing there, Chaplain Wall? Well, we finally got the naval strikes out here, but the issue is he moved out this way, and then he had the actual heavy cap over here, overhead, actually. And what we'd done to try and get him this time was we tried going in very low. But the issue is, as we went in very low, he went elsewhere. So, yeah, that didn't go too well. And unfortunately, I'd mixed up the actual Zero Squadron's escorting, so I had the ones with the poorer pilots escorting rather than the actual normal pilots. We'd actually taken the pilots from over here to Chiang Mai and had them moved out to squadrons out this way. Ah, well. Yeah, we're gonna go and do something about Darwin. They're just issues you can't just do something immediately sometimes. Yeah, I don't know if there's actually a garrison requirement to Darwin. It doesn't look like there's a garrison requirement, so it's one of those of where we'll go in and we'll take it in the near future. I'd look to bombard it, essentially. But destroying the units, that'd be nice. Okay. Now, we're going to shake off these sour notes. 10-0 sucks, but 10-0s isn't the end of the world. It's 2 days production. It's the pilot losses that suck. The G3s, losing them sucks as well, but it's not too bad. Yeah, exactly, as I said there, Australian reinforcements can march, retake it. That's the problem. Right. No, it's another good turn, really. Besides the actual kerfuffle over this way, it's not bad. We do see those actually moving the armored units into Burma. I mean, good on him. Godspeed. Godspeed. I think what we'll do here then is have these guys covered by our own Zeros. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we'll go out here and intercept that. He does have more out here than AMC, CA, Heavy Cruiser. Sorry, yes, CL, CA. So he's definitely wanted to put more into Burma here. Very interesting. We should actually now have our aviation support here at Rangoon. So there's 22 here. So they've finished unloading. I suppose this is it. There's only the 62nd, which is an element. Which is actually just IGA infantry. That's really quite amusing, actually. That's actually quite funny. And then we do have the 1 battalion here. We do have 2 aviation companies moving out this way. Now, they should arrive actually tomorrow, give or take. But yeah, we had the 5th Division Imperial Guard Division do well. Their fatigue's getting up there, but in fairness, I got up against a foe that is essentially broken already. I asked Dadman, and he says as far as he's aware, the Burma Road isn't functioning. So I think we're okay. Also, we are moving deeper into Burma. Once we finish off the division over here, we'll be able to move deeper in. Yeah, we'll have to make use of our air power. These H81s have been a pain in the ass here. The issue is I just need to get the aviation support pushed up to the front here. Yeah, manga villain, manga plan. Yeah, I like that. That's well put, man. That's well put. Okay, I do have those airfield construction battalions there. I may leave them to go ahead and build up Victoria Point, perhaps. I'm not too sure. I kind of and ah about this. I think it'd be nice to have another... But then again, it's a size 1-1, so I'm building up. It's going to take forever, so no, actually. No, it's not worthwhile building up to 2, so I'm building up larger than it would be normally. No, so never mind. Alright, taking that artillery out there. So I do have an aviation battalion here. There are 2 aviation battalions here as well. I think, to be honest, what would be worthwhile doing is I'm going to wait another turn for the aviation to move up here, but what I'll do is actually have these DNAs moved elsewhere. Okay. Yeah. Well, we're not going to be looking towards Australia in this game. The key objective for us is going to be China. That's the one we want there. Right, so I'm running reliable reconnaissance over Chongqing now. So you can see that we are seeing 28 units over here, so 67,000 units. Sorry, 67,000 men. We'll eventually aim to get New Caledonia as well, that'd be nice. So I'm running reconnaissance over Qiankou, Chongqing, and this one apparently doesn't have any things set here. Right. He does have bombers out here, which we've seen. We're going to have more air power moved into this area in the near future. Okay. I know Ankang is actually empty, which is very useful. I think I had them set to this hex here, actually, which is interesting. What I'll do is I'll run reconnaissance over this hex. Issue is the range, but I should... Yeah, I have range over here. That's good. No, we don't need to take anything from the Pacific. What we'll be doing, obviously, is once we cleaned up Luzon, well, and the entirety of the Philippine archipelago, is we'll have forces pushed into China more than likely. A couple of divisions deployed in key places can make a hell of a difference. Right, so he's managed to move a hex here. Still some hexes away from Tavoy. Sorry, from Migui. Migui? Whatever it is. Okay. So 15th Division then making good progress. Where'd that tank regiment go? Yeah, Wenkau's still down here. We haven't touched Wenkau as of yet. And what I'll do is obviously have that bombarded. I do have the battleship Haruna in repairs over here at Hiroshima. So what we'll do then is likely within... Yeah, by the end of the month we'll go ahead and we'll bombard Wenkau. Start working on that. I'm going to ask if it's possible to transfer between China and Dutch India. Yeah, you can do that, but you have to, like, pay for the unit to change commands to have it brought out. But units that are bought out can be moved anywhere. Like, for example, these guys are unrestricted. So you see that we have unrestricted. That means they can go anywhere, because their commands are unrestricted. While as a division here, like, let's say the 17th Division, is a restricted headquarters, as you can see here. So they have to pay. They have to be... like, you can move them... Like, you can march them, essentially anywhere. Just a bit of a bug. Well, it wasn't really finished, that's the only thing there. But to have them transported by amphibious, like naval means, you have to have them bought out. So it functions more or less okay. Obviously, house rules play to that part. Right, I do have this brigade here. They're marching to Changchao. Yeah, that's fine. In fairness, he might look to take this over here, but I do have two division elements over here. The 22nd C and B. Okay. So they're going to be moving up the rail lines there. So what we'll do then, if he moves on to take one of those bases, we'll just retake it. We still have the ability to use the rail line, because we have a connection over here, and a connection here. So that's fine. The rail line's reopened, which is good. Ah, nice. We have a supply unload in here again. So have them dock so they can unload that. So what's the plan of China? Siege down the strong points while implementing strategy mobile warfare, cut off supplies we're going around. Not a bad summarization, really. It's kind of like Drive for the Heart of China. The original plan was to go out here, take Langchao, and take the rest of northern China. But if it gives us the ability to move into this area here, then I will move along this secondary road. What I'm doing right now is having the tank regiments move along here to Kungchang. Now it's 491 AV, should be more than enough. Can you transfer a division from a restricted HQ? Yes. That's essentially how it works. So like, if I took 160 for a detachment, so you can see they're attached to 13th, so you can see it tells you how many points. If I wanted to change them to Southern Army, which is unrestricted, it's 564 points, so I could do that and then they would be an unrestricted command. That's how that system works. Okay, so 26 is moving there. So they'll be in this hex. So it's going to take them a good few days to ride back down here to Taiwan, but it's not too bad. But yes, the idea for China is really, if I get the opportunity to move this way, and I bloody well will do, it's looking promising so far, considering that Kienko has 1 unit there. No, there's no rule to stop you buying units out of China, it's just so you have to buy units out of China. If you get something like 60 political points a turn or something, so you can't. You can buy them out, but it takes a while to even buy out 1 division, so it's not, like, too crazy. Yeah. What we're trying to do over here, then, is we've taken Cyan away from him. I'm trying to repair that oil, but I think it's a issue of supply being here. See, this is one of the interesting things about Chinese cities, actually. It was something I wasn't aware of previously. You see how we have 1981 here? 1981. You see we've also got the 60 in the brackets. That amount of supply that arrives daily out of that city, it's given by the game to this city. I don't know if we benefit from it, but the Chinese do. Like Chongqing gets quite a bit. These cities out here get quite a bit. I think Changsha gets quite a bit. So the thing is, it's extra supply in addition to the supply that is generated by their industries. So the good thing is every city that we do take, not every city has it. Xi'an had 60 as we saw there. So by denying him Xi'an, we deny him a good bit of supply generation there. I can't get the calculator here, we'll give a rough go over how much supply we're denying him now. Now the Bowen Road, we as far as Dadman says, it's shut and closed now. Obviously, he can still have supply transferred from the hexes he owns, but we'll go ahead and take them in the near future. So if I take a look then, so he has 60 light industry, which produces 1 supply a turn each. He has refineries, 20 there, so that's 20 supply there. He had 10 heavy industry, which is 20 supply. And then of course he had this 60 supply each turn. So Xi'an was producing about 160 supply a turn for him, really. Changsha's not that bad. Honestly, it's not that bad, really. It's ×2 terrain, but it's one of these of where you mass enough force you can take that. He has to have at least 160 AV here. I mean, he can mass his units here and make it a tough fight, but in fairness, I don't need to take Changsha. But it would be nice to take Changsha. The reason being that would deny him another, at least another 40 supply, plus I think he gets something like 60 supply a turn or something crazy like that. So it would deny him quite a bit of supply. And this is the thing to bear in mind is, almost all the cities in China have some sort of automatic supply that they gain each day that goes into the system for China. So every city we do take, besides the ones that don't have this or don't have any industry, those ones don't particularly matter. But the ones that do matter are the ones with those. So when we take those away from him, he's permanently weakened by that. Now, shortly we are going to have our tanks moving out here to this road. Once we're on this hex here, and once we do take command of said hex, well that's it, that's northern China is essentially lopped off. He can move supply across the mountain hexes here, but it's grossly inefficient, there's massive losses of supply, it's going to be bad. I do have forces marching this way, which is nice. It's not going to look good for him. The beautiful thing is, I may leave them another day here to recover. And the good news is we are recovering that AV, so there's 3,300 here. There's 491 there. I'm going to send a few divisions to center here. The big thing for us is going to be able to, well, is being able to hold this area here. The good news is I can do that. Yeah, get an armored car company moving this way as well, that'd be great to take that. Just need to take essentially every Chinese city, but it's going to be a fairly drawn-out process to destroy the Chinese, but the good thing is, well, as far as we're aware, the Burma Road has been shut down. So that's that. So that's 500 supply a day that he's not getting anymore. He'll also get supply from these bases out here as it moves into China. But we've denied him Xi'an, So he's not getting that fuel there. He's not getting that oil. There's Lan Chao over here, which is 91 oil, 91 refineries. There is Rumchi, which has 51 oil and 21 refineries. So the thing is, once we cut that road off, he should no longer be receiving said oil, said fuel. So eventually, and this is what you said there earlier, Chaplain, is essentially starve him. So when he runs out of fuel, the heavy industry over here in Chungking will shut down. So that means he's not going to get... He's going to lose out on quite a lot of supply when that shuts down. And that heavy industry produces quite a lot. You see there, 361. So he loses out on 722 supply a turn when that heavy industry shuts down because there's no fuel left. We will have paratroopers. We are moving them into into southern China at this moment in time. I have them here aboard, so they're moving out. What I'll do is I'll have them, and I do have another paratrooper out here. What I'm going to do then is have them land down here, and then I'll have them ferried into the interior. And then I'll use them to take empty bases where able, really. How many oil have you in China, or has China... How much oil does China have at the start of the game? I don't know, but I know they don't have that much. Like, oil or fuel, they don't have that much in the way of fuel. I don't think they have that much in the way of oil either. They get a decent bit of generation, but I mean, this is the thing to bear in mind, is like... BLeAcHACiD has like 300 oil there, which is more than Xi'an, Langchao, and Urumqi combined. So, that's something to bear in mind. Okay. Right, so I do have my forces marching to the north here. Let's go ahead and check on that combat report. So he should be breaking. Yeah, that was a problem. He was diving on us there. Really bad. But we'll use that against him and get payback. So this was the attack of Pegu. So apparently he got supply, which is really impressive. Oil is used by a refinery to produce fuel. Without oil you don't get fuel, but without fuel you don't have anything to power your heavy industry. Can't use oil to power it. Has to be refined. So he had 11 to 1 odds here today. Yeah, very light losses on our side. He had minus supply yesterday, which is interesting. So I do wonder how he got supply in here. Maybe he's using air supply. But the good news is the Gloucestershire Battalion was destroyed today. So that means that tomorrow the 2 divisions and... I might as well keep a tank regiment here attacking too. And all the battalions of artillery, well, regiments of artillery, will fire upon his ass. So I don't imagine the 17th Division is going to last long. We've had such overwhelming numbers, I'd imagine if he could retreat, he would have retreated by now. Pegu's complaining about supply, but it's fine. It's good experience. It's good experience and morale for the men here. I tell you what I'm going to do now is actually get this RF gun battalion moving out. Get them moving there, I can have it moved out to Promben. Okay. He still has his men here at Prome, which I find really... I don't know. It's one of these of, he's probably anticipating that we attack and he gets pushed into the ×3. Perhaps. But in fairness, it might be that we just build up such an overwhelming advantage of Prome and then attack him. But I'd love to try and get behind him if I could. That would be ideal. We do see that he has a unit out here. But we'll have that taken care of. So whereabouts are we? So we're 12 there. So we'll arrive here likely 2 days then. Now, he's moving at least a unit here. So I can have them block that road. I mean, that's 83 AV there. It means we control that hex. It's jungle as well, so it's ×2, I believe. I do have the entirety of the 2nd RTA here. Yeah, that's good news. It's not that I forget the capacity of that, it's just one of these things of how do you account for that. And I can't... I have fighters everywhere, over every unit, he will be able to recover his units, but every loss does still hurt. So it's not that I forget about it, it's just, well, how do I account for it? And we took out a bunch of his actual transport aircraft here, which is nice. So it's a 6,575 here. We are doing quite well on the Allied Army loss points, which is good for us. Any ships sunk today? Nope. Okay. Right, we're not far from being able to hit Moresby then. The good thing is there doesn't seem to be any mines out here. So what we'll do then is we'll likely engage here. I need to make sure that they are covered by Cap to make sure that he doesn't launch an attack against us. But it doesn't have that much in the way of bombers. I don't imagine he has much in the way of bombers that can actually reach us here. That's intriguing. 3 ships there. He likely thinks himself outside our reach, but we're going to change that. The good news is I have a 3rd Air Division, which has a range of 4 hexes here. So you can see that has Rangoon included in there. And these air bases as well. Everything that's within 4 hexes is included. But it means that even Mulmian out here could be used. And Mulmian's actually a size 4 airfield, which is quite nice. I just need to get the aviation support into Rangoon. So I'm not going to wait around here. I'm going to go ahead and get some more in there. They're loading up there. A fast transport could be worthwhile doing so to get it in there sooner rather than later. But I don't think it's very efficient, is it really? Yeah, it could be done, but it's not going to carry the entire unit anyway. So I'll load up this battalion here today. Medium Island, South Australia? You mean Tasmania? I mean, he can do as it pleases. He can get supply into Australia. If he wanted to, he could go off map and go to the other end of like, go off map and go to the other side of the map. Like, he could go, like, down here to, like, Panama. And I think he could eventually arrive over this way and move to Australia if he so wished to do so. I don't know, I guess. I don't imagine he's hiding his carriers. I imagine they're probably operating from Sydney. Who knows? We'll find out soon enough, I'd imagine. Okay. I do feel happier to know that we have a division here in place. I do feel happier as well to know that we have another brigade. Well, we have a brigade here. Oh, there's the tank regiment. It's moving on to Ankang, but I'm going to have it shifted to the north here. Having tanks is really good. Chinese obviously do not have really much in the way of capability to deal with tanks, so they do act as force multipliers. Okay. Now, it might be that I consider... I'd like to get some light bombers down here as well to bomb Port Moresby. That'd be nice. We need to transfer them that way. Anything for you, Just. Oh, where is it again? Ah, there we go. Yeah. Under a year before I can have that one rebuilt. Well, formed into a division. Right, let's take a look at these roads here. Secondary that way. So I might as well move this way and then move that way. Saying that. Yep, indeed. 4 days, 4 days. That'll be 8 days. 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. So 6 days this way. So yeah, it's worthwhile going to the major. Oh, really does not like these roads being on today. That's so strange. There we go. Right, so we'll march to Nanchang. I do somewhat toy with the idea of keeping this brigade here, perhaps. What saying about it's probably worthwhile having the AV here, because he looks to be actually assembling forces, so I am going to have to meet force with force, really. The idea would probably be best. I mean, what I might do here, then. So we've got 17th Division there. I have then the 6th Division and 55th Brigade. What we could do then is actually set up a river crossing with 2 divisions and a brigade, perhaps. And I'd like to push that unit back there. I'm just really going to try and push him back. Really make sure that he does not get a position of advantage against us. But in fairness, we're looking pretty good. I think in the future as well, once we are finished with Burma and finished with the Philippines, either or, I'll likely have some divisions brought in down here to the south. That'd be quite nice. D13A1's doing a good job. Yes. Allied SS reported hit. Hayate returned to service at truck, which is nice. Seattle spans to 7, sorry, to an 8. Balboa to 6. Christmas Island to 2. Bombay to 7. Seduna to 3. Sydney to a 9. Hollandia to 2. Oh, that's our own. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so Hollandia's found a level 2 airfield, which is nice. So this is a great interim airfield, really. Oh, they shouldn't be unloading here, that's a mistake. Well, the AMCs are nearly empty, so I'll probably have the AMCs sent back to truck more than likely, but AMCs would be useful to move assets down this way. Okay. Tulagi today, Ben's recovering. Okay. So it's not Surigao. It's really intriguing actually trying to figure out where the bloody hell he is. I'm quite glad it's not fair. So I'm going to check out Davao. Or Davao. Davao. However you want to pronounce that. Took that hex there, which is nice. So we'll get them loaded back up. And go ahead and take another hex. Just trying to grab all these dot bases that are easy to grab. But I don't know how many there is out here. There's probably a couple bases I could grab. Like maybe the islands of Samar. So the bases on Samar could be taken. But I think some of them are actually garrisoned. I'd have to double check that. I'm gonna have to check and see where the garrisons are, but then we'll have them used to take the bases around this area. Also, just the bases that do not have a garrison requirement, because obviously I do not want to get myself into a position where I'm losing VP. I mean, they're 15th then of February. Shame about the 0 losses. The Key 43s are not too bad. It's not exactly ideal, but It's not too bad. We haven't lost that many of them, really. Just unfortunate series of circumstances. It would have been fantastic had we been able to wipe out the AVG a little while ago, but we'll eventually get our time. Okay, so he's moved his men out here. 1580. And this is it. He's gonna make a fight of it at Prone, but how much can he really do? That's what I want to know. Okay, we'll call it about here then. It's a little bit of a somber note. It really shouldn't be, but it's one of these things. It's a little bit annoying because we tried so hard to hit those ships, and then he moves them out, and then we get caught up in a trap there. It's kind of annoying, really. But well. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I am SunYan. Have a great evening, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Probably get another turn in tomorrow if we can, but we'll see. Until next time, thank you and goodbye. Have a beautiful evening, even better day. If you are enjoying this, please do go ahead and follow myself here on Twitch and subscribe as well. Until next time, thank you and goodbye.